The market, to start with the week, it was quite a choppy trade, and 25,000 was the level which the market was constantly trying to test. We closed about 25,000, but we have surrendered those 25,100 levels on Nifty. We have with us Lakshmikant Shukla to give us a strategy on the same. Lakshmikant, good afternoon. Tell us what's your strategy for the session next and also your ideas for the day.
Good afternoon to both of you. From last 8 days, we have seen consistent higher tops and higher bottom formation in the Nifty, and we have seen 700 point of rally from the lower levels of 24,400. But now Nifty is consolidating near the double bottom kind of pattern, near the neckline of this double bottom kind of pattern, and it is also coincide with the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement levels, which is placed around the zone of 25,150 to 25,160, which is coming from the downward rally from the upside levels of the 25,670 to 24,337. So I think 25,150 to 160 would be the strong resistance for the Nifty. So before making a fresh leg, we will see some sort of consolidation near this level. And also we have a strong support near the levels of 24,900 to 24,850, where we have seen 20 and 50 DMA levels. So we will see some sort of consolidation. But if Nifty surpasses the levels of 25,150, then after it will resume its upside, move toward the levels of 25,250 to 25,300, and then 25,500 would be the next level for the Nifty. If we talk about Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty also moved higher and it has defended its crucial support of 53,500 levels. Now it is approaching toward its key resistance levels of 55,000. So I think on sustaining of the levels of 55,000, we will see further upside move in Bank Nifty toward the levels of 55,600 to 55,700 level. Till then, immediate support is seen near the levels of 54,400. So I think that would be the expected levels of Nifty and Bank Nifty.
All right, now what's going to be your recommendation or any specific picks for tomorrow's trade?
So I would like to give two recommendation on the buy side. First one is Havels. So from last few days, Havels has been consolidating above its bullish crossover of 20 and 200 TMA. And now in today's session, it has found bullish kind of formation on the daily chart. So we expect upside breakout in Havels, and till it holds the levels of 1,560. So where one should keep the stop loss, we will see further upside move in Havels toward our target of 1,660. Second recommendation is Geo Finance. So from last few days, it has been consolidating and forming base near the levels of 305 to 310. And today it has formed bullish belt hold candlestick pattern on the daily chart. So even if we look at the RSI, so RSI started moving on the higher side. So we expect that positive upside move in Geo Finance, and we will see the further rise in the stock toward the levels of 335 with the stop loss of 305 on the downside. So till it hold up the levels of 305, we will see a upside move in Geo Finance toward the target of 335.
Two calls both on the buying side, Geo Financial Services and Havels India. Thank you for those takes, Lakshmikant, and also giving your views on the indices for the market. But then let's move ahead, and Shrishti is here with the technical charts for this day. Shrishti, do we have all the breakout stocks for today's session?
Well, yes, we have got two breakout stocks for our viewers that we wish to highlight. Firstly, let's have a look at one of the companies, that is SBI Cards, because that stock is on the roll the last 1 week. You can see that taking support at its 800 support level, the stock has been on the roll and is now at 900 odd levels. But what was interesting to see is that the stock actually broke out from its falling trend line. Along with that, is now seen to be trading above its key moving averages. And not just that, this was a gap that was created back in the month of July itself, but that is now seen to be fulfilling, and the stock is on its journey upwards. So this is the first stock that we wish to highlight on the breakout side. But moving on to another counter, and that is from the cap goods space, and you can see ABB India on the charts, because yes, the stock already had its fair bit of a correction from close to 6,000 rupees to 5,000 now, but 5,000 has been acting as a key support for ABB India for quite some time now, and taking support exactly from those levels, the stock is on its journey upwards. Other than that, the stock is seen to be moving and breaking past its above key moving averages as as well, and also making a falling trend line breakout. So these are the two counters that we wish to highlight on the breakout side. Back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Srishti, for all those details. And on that note, it's time for a quick break. But then post that, let's focus on stocks and news.
Welcome back. You're watching Your Trades. And as we step closer to Q2 results, we spoke to Kenneth Andrade, founder and CIO, Old Bridge Capital Management, on his expectations this quarter. He is moderating his expectations for FY26, but what is his rationale behind it? Let's listen in and understand.
This quarter expected to be fairly buoyant. I think both from a lending perspective into consumers as well as from consumer-led businesses, specifically autos, or specifically discretionary consumption. I think that will be reasonably strong. But we need to see how these companies can find pricing over a period of time. And I think that is relatively critical to what plays out for the remainder part of for all of 2026 calendar year. So if we've been able to get pricing as well as volumes, I think it's a new reset for consumption. But if you get volumes in absence of pricing, 2026 is going to be relatively moderate. So it's a litmus test. This quarter is going to be a litmus test. I mean, pricing determines how stocks or valuations should trade. And if you get pricing back, obviously 2026 should be reasonably structural as far as the consumer economy is concerned. For now, I'll moderate my expectations for 2026, but this quarter, we're looking at a relatively short, strong consumer-led economy till the end of this calendar year.
All right, moving on, KRBL shares plunge after independent director Anil Kumar Chaudhary resigns with immediate effect, citing governance concerns. Now, before we go across and listen in, let's go across and listen to the management statement. Before that, we also have our colleague Varun standing by with more details on this. Varun, what all the information that you have?
Well, so Mr. Anil Kumar Chaudhary, the independent director of KRBL, has resigned from the company, and the news of the resignation actually came on 9th of September. But the reason behind the resignation has now been disclosed, and the reason actually raises red flag on the working of the management and also certain corporate governance issues. Now, in his letter to the board, Mr. Anil Kumar Chaudhary has written that he believes that effective governance and truly independent oversight are essential ingredients to safeguard the stakeholders' interest, and he finds that the prevailing dynamics of the board to be inconsistent with this principle. Also, there are several matters which he has actually raised, but there was no resolution for this matter. Some of the matters which he has actually highlighted are inconsistency in the recordings of the minutes of the board of the committee. Also, instances of information being withheld impacting the informed decision making. Also, there was some unjust write-off of certain export receivables without adequate deliberation. There was also concerns regarding the CSR funds. Also, there were significant changes to the object clause undertaken without comprehensive discussion. Also, he has written that there were undue interference by the invitees in the proceedings of the board and the committee meetings. So, he has raised several issues, but they were not actually addressed, and he says in such an operating environment where the dissent is surpassed or sidelined, remaining on the board would not be appropriate, and that's the reason he has actually resigned from the board or from the independent director. So the news of the resignation actually came on 9th of September, but the reason behind the resignation, the letter behind the resignation has now been disclosed, and that actually raises red flag on the way the management has been working or several corporate governance issues there in KRBL, and that's the reason after this letter coming in public, you are seeing that the stock is actually down by around 9 to 10% in today's trading session.
Right. Thanks for those details, Varun. And on the same news and development, we caught up in an exclusive conversation with Anil Kumar Mittal, CMD, KRBL, on the back of KRBL's independent director, Anil Kumar Chaudhary, resigning from his post, citing governance concerns. Let's go across and listen what the CMD had to say.
We know about his resignation, and we had independent directors meeting also, as well as the board meeting as well, and it got finished. And we have taken a view that we should get everything got audited and vetted whatever he has said. And I think so. Once it is vetted and when it is certified, then people will come to know what is correct and what is wrong. According to ma'am, when a man becomes an hostile, then it will not be proper for me to answer any of the questions. The board consists of 4 independent directors. Out of one was Mr. Anil Chaudhary. So alone, what Anil Chaudhary is saying cannot be taken as a guarantee. So let the audit committee take its own course, and I think so the facts will come before you.
Right, so that was the management rating now. But then let's talk about stocks and news, and we are joined by our colleague Rabindra with all those details. Rabindra?
Well, as Lind India is in focus, where the company has announced started a commercial production at its new gas facility in Unnao, Lucknow, and the facility has is specially designed to enhance the storage, handling, and distribution of bulk industrial and medical gases, which are essential for critical hospital operation and various industrial application. Apart from this, on back of order win, Railtel Corporation of India is also in focus, where company has received a letter of award from the State Project Director, Bihar Education Project Council, and the cost of the order is approximately 210 crore. Moving to next, Yatharth Hospital is also in focus on back of their acquisition, where company has entered into a strategic agreement to acquire 100% stake in Shanti Ved Institute of Medical Science at Agra at a valuation of 260 crore. Apart from this, on back of brokerage note, alcohol stocks like USL, Radico and Allied Bender is also in focus, where Jeffries has come out with a note and they have initiated a coverage with buy rating in all 3 stocks. For United Spirits, they have given a target price of rupees 1570. For Radico, target price of rupees 3950, and for Allied Blenders, they have given a target price rupees 620. They say that the spirits category offers premiumization led to growth potential with double-digit top line CAGR growth across companies and a meaningful room to expand the margin. And lastly, Havells India is also in focus on the back of brokerage note, where Goldman Sachs has come out with a note and they have maintained their buy rating, but they have target price rupees 1720 as compared to earlier target price rupees 1660. So back of this, Havells India is also in focus.
Important stocks and news. Thanks for that, Ravinder. And on that note, we are going to close your trades. But while we leave, we leave you with the important triggers, economic indicative actions, and cues to watch out for tomorrow.
Well, yes, lots of cues to watch out for. It's Tuesday, which means it's the weekly Nifty expiry, so watch out for any market volatility on the back of that. Globally from US, the retail sales will be out, and this time the retail sales will be reflecting the tariff impact on the US economy, so watch out for this metric very closely. You also have the industrial production data coming in from US, and of course the 2-day Fed meeting will begin, the outcome of which will be out on 17, so watch out for that. For UK, you have jobless claims and unemployment data to watch out for, and from Eurozone, the industrial production as well as the ZEW survey, that is the survey carried out by Germany and Eurozone to talk about the health of their economies, is going to be out as well, the ZEW survey expectations, so watch out for this cue also very closely. But once again, shifting focus back home, some stocks will be in focus on the back of corporate action. Godfrey Phillips will be trading ex-bonus in the ratio 2:1, so watch out for that. Bamalori, Dixon Tech, J. Kumar Infra, Karnataka Bank and Skipper will be trading ex-dividend, and it's also going to be the last day to buy the shares of Garware High-Tech Films, KRBL, Rights, Shilpa Medicare, in case you wish to be eligible for their dividend record date. In terms of AGMs, you have ISREC Heavy Engineering, SAIL, Avas Financiers, EPAC Durable, Gokuldas, BLS International.